Welcome to the third one-on-one session with Mark. I am the Dungeon Mom, Tori, and I'm going to have Mark introduce himself, race, class, pronouns, and also any thoughts that Mark has after being initiated into Delta Dominici officially.
Greetings, dear viewer. My name is Boris, and I'll be playing Marek Velair, a male elven sorcerer who seems to be involved in some secretive business on campus. Just being recently initiated into Delta Dominici, Marek is now pretty much, wrapped up in whatever happens on or around campus grounds. I'm excited to do this. Let's go.
All right. It is currently the 13th of Eliosis, a Saturday. Last time we met, Mark was initiated into Delta Dominici after receiving a summons to the north elevator in the admin building late Monday night. As you arrived, you saw another figure that you recognized, Rain, Silver Spring. And as you both went into the elevator, something happened and you were transported into the Shadowfell, where you fought a shadow creature. You went through the portal onto the other side and found yourself back in the elevator with Rain, saying that this experience was actually a test on how Marek would behave, and he passed. You arrived as the elevator landed and saw 4 figures wearing black robes, each with an elaborate gold mask. They instructed you to get ready, put on the robes provided in a locker with your name on it. And you made a pledge, filled an amulet with your blood, and put it on. Contract binding that you will protect the secrecy of Section and Delta Dominici and fully stepped into your new role. There was a meeting in which Mr. Chavaris gave an update about the situation from the earthquake that happened in the middle of the night, where a shadow portal appeared. Some of the other Delta Dominici members, who are also section agents, were unable to make it. You later found out that they were intoxicated. And you stepped in their place. You helped recover the student Blaze Zambini. And Rain gave an update that Blaze is in the company of the students that you know. And they are all hoping that they release Blaze soon, so that you can make sure that that section can make sure that Blaze is being taken care of medically, since he is known to have a disease/curse called life rot. Mr. Chavaris also suggested that you join several clubs to help get insight around campus. Marek got to know a little bit of each of the members of Delta Dominici, especially a new face, Ian Thomas, who is a sophomore, just like Marek, and you even each share class together. Ian is known to be the tech guru of the group. Your first week of classes went well. Going to class and meeting your instructors and getting the syllabi, even getting some homework done and heading over to the library early. Until Friday night, you received a message. A voicemail. You had a message from Mr. Chavaris instructing you to meet him at Whisperwood Park in the business district of downtown Evermore, as this is a fairly inconspicuous place and also on the edge of Evermore, easy to access for a university student with the bus system.
What was the name of the park?
Whisperwood. If you're looking at the map, it's number 12.
All right. Yeah, I mean, what more than to meet Shavaris? Let's go do that.
All right, you head over to number 12, taking the bus into town. As you arrive, there are some families walking around. Go ahead and give me a perception check to see if you notice anything out of the ordinary.
A natural 20.
No way!
Oh, yeah.
All right. Ah, it's not a nat 20, you liar.
I said unnatural.
Oh,
Unnatural.
I heard nat 20 and I got
Oh.
excited.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll say dirty instead.
Okay, that's better.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. All right, with a 20. Using your section training, and you dressed in normal, like a normal kind of outfit for Marek. You spot Mr. Shavaris sitting on a park bench reading a book by the lake. You see some other people as well. None that you recognize. They appear to be just locals walking around. Someone's taking their dog for a walk. There's these two kind of like teens that are trying to fish from this pond.
Is there a path that leads down to the bank?
There is a path that kind of like goes around the pond, as well as the bench is near the path, yes.
Okay. So Mark's gonna kind of just stroll down the path until he reaches Shavaris. And as he gets closer, he's going to sit down and kind of look at the view. Scenery.
Glad you got my message.
Came here as soon as I could.
In rather interesting week.
Pretty event, to say. Need a lozenge?
I'm alright. I haven't been sleeping much lately.
That's not good. You should be getting as much as you can. These events seem to be happening out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere it may seem, although I do believe that this is no coincidence.
Huh.
I don't know if you've seen the news, but someone was arrested for Blaze Zambini's disappearance
Who?
on Wednesday. The footage from the news was an old man. However, you were wearing a disguise. You know the spell, Disguise Self?
Of course. Well, I've never cast it myself, but I'm familiar.
Well, this old man was not a man at all. Nor were they old. You actually know this person. Isla Omari.
Yeah, I go to school with her. I have several classes.
Some other history, I've been told as well.
Really?
Anyways, we had several other students come down to the station after this occurred. In the afternoon, the rest of their little group was brought in for questioning. No one seemed to be forthcoming with any knowledge. However, Rain told us everything we needed to know, as well as this red tiefling, one of Blaze's friends, whose name is Austin. Last name Osterton, very odd. We pushed a little bit, trying to see if he would take the bait, and he did. Very honest about everything that has been happening. And after investigating the minds of the group that helped with Blaze's kidnapping, the situation is very enlightening, I'll say. They seem very insignificant. They do not know what is at stake. They think that they do, although this situation is much bigger than them, bigger than all of us, which is why at least we were chosen.
Mark's looking down at the ground, just staring indignantly.
We can't have students like them out there investigating and getting into trouble, attracting these shadow creatures. It's very dangerous.
I agree. Somebody could get hurt. People
It's been
have
taken
gotten.
care of. They won't remember a thing. Although, they did know something about the Dominion, our organization's previous title.
Can we talk about this?
Dominion. Just a myth, really. I've already had a crew clear the area.
Could I get a clarification?
Sure. On what?
What did he just say?
Oh, I've already had a crew clear the area. Clear was
Oh,
probably
okay.
hard. Okay.
I thought it was coup.
Here,
but there
I'll
was a-
re-say it.
I have already had a team check the area for surveillance and other things. We are able to talk freely. Those people here in the park are also agents. You just have not met them yet.
Mark takes a glance at the teenagers.
We have a high school program in one of our private boarding schools.
Wow, they get younger every day. Well, what? I mean,
You can ask Rain about that if you're interested to enter that program.
huh. Oh, I lost my train of thought. I'm sorry.
Anyways, yes. They did know something about the Dominion.
Well, anything actionable?
All speculation. No official evidence. No correct knowledge either. They seem very lost. I will say some of their actions are slightly impressive.
They seem to have some natural talent, but it's as if they're stumbling into this. Very dangerous, volatile.
Perhaps with some training, they could make good agents.
Really?
Now,
I mean,
with their minds wiped, keep an eye on them, see if anything changes. Especially if they seem to be remembering things again. Be good if you were there when that happened. Perhaps they could even confide in you.
huh. Well, I'll let you know as soon as I...
But for now, we know that there are no threats. We'll see if anything comes of the situation.
Close his eyes and nod. Is there any buzz on campus about what happened? The earthquake?
Earthquakes happen in Andorra all the time.
But how many of them lead to, well, what happened?
Like I said, earthquakes happen all the time. There was enchantments and spells to keep people out who were not supposed to get close. They had to will themselves through a barrier in order to even see the tower.
Wow, that is impressive.
The only students who made it through were the ones that took ways. Since then, we've tightened up on security.
Well, it seems like they're very capable of risking damage to our operations. I'll make sure to keep a close eye.
I would appreciate that. That's all the updates that I have.
Understood. Oh, I best be getting to chess club.
I trust that you'll school the other students quite well. I've been given a tip off from your father that you rather enjoy dragon chess.
As Mark stands up, he kind of smirks and looks Shavaris' way, saying, "Oh, I win every time. I have a collection of chess sets, actually. Don't worry about me." And Mark struts off.
You just hear him chuckle to himself. All right, and that is where we're going to end that mini session.
Yay.
Any thoughts, remarks?
I think it's good that we're getting these extra updates on what's happening, Mark.
I think it's a lot easier than reading an info sheet of stuff you're supposed to know. So hopefully that helps a little bit, kind of not just giving you information, but looping Marek into what he's supposed to know, how he knows things, because information can be gathered a bunch of different ways. So,
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's nice to fill in the blank.
all right. Well, that's it for this session. See you in the next one.
All right, bye.